Hello everyone, I am Sanju Sharma, primary teacher from Kendriya Vidyalaya, Sector 24, Noida. In this video, I'll take you through the last chapter of Mathematics Book 5, that is, How Big, How Heavy, Part 1. Targeted learning outcomes are to understand the concept of capacity, to understand the space occupied by solid objects in terms of milliliters, to understand the concept of volume, and to understand the difference between capacity and volume. Moving on to the topic, how many eggs do you see in the tray? Yes, 12 eggs. Can we pack 16 eggs in it? Certainly not, because there are modes for only 12 eggs. Or we can say that this tray has a capacity of only 12 eggs. Now look at the pictures of these water bottles. Bottle A can hold 500 milliliter of water, whereas bottle B can hold 250 milliliter of water. Just think, can all the water of bottle A be transferred to bottle B? Certainly not, because bottle B can hold a maximum of 250 milliliter of water. That means it has a capacity of 250 milliliter. And if we try to fill 500 milliliter of water in the bottle B, the excess water will overflow. Here we can say that the capacity of bottle A is more than the capacity of bottle B. So children, what is capacity? The amount of substance like a liquid, gas or any other thing that a container can hold is called its capacity. It can be measured in almost every other unit including milliliters, liters, etc. Like we measured the capacity of egg tray in terms of eggs and of water bottles in milliliters. Now we shall understand what is volume. But before that, I'll tell you a story about a thirsty crow. Once upon a time, on a hot summer day, a crow was very thirsty. It couldn't find water anywhere. Suddenly, it saw a pot. It sat on the edge of the pot and saw that very little water was there at the bottom of the pot. He tried to drink water, but the water was out of its reach. Now, what to do? The clever crow came up with an idea. It started filling the pot with stones. One by one, he put many stones. What happened? The water level started to rise up. Why? Because the stones were taking space at the bottom of the pot, and so the level of the water rose. The water level gradually came up, and after some time, what happened? The water level reached so high that the crow could reach the water. Then it drank the water to satisfy its thirst. So, what did you learn? That being patient and finding out new ideas to solve the problem help the crow. And even we should do the same. That when we are in difficult situation, we shouldn't get worried. Instead, we should try to figure out new ideas to solve that problem. Now, you may ask, why did the water level go up in the pot after filling it up with the stones? You know, every stone takes some space. So, the stones at the bottom of the pot were pushing the water level upward to make some space for themselves at the bottom, and hence the water level rose up and the crow was able to drink the water. Children, now you see there is a jug full of water and here is a ball. If we try to submerge the ball in the water, what would happen? The water will overflow from the jug as the ball would try to make some space for itself inside the jug. Correct, children? Now, how much space did the ball take? It is equal to the amount of water displaced. Well, how much water did the ball displaced? If we collect the water which has overflown from the jug in a measuring cup, we would know how much water was displaced. Suppose the water displaced was 250 milliliter. Then we can say that space occupied by the ball is 250 milliliter. So the amount of space the ball takes is called its volume. Now we take another example. Here is a measuring vessel filled with water till 150 milliliter. See the mark. Now we put a stone inside the vessel. What happened? The water level rises. At what level did it rise? It rose up to the mark of 180 milliliter. So the stone gets submerged into the water and pushes the water level up because it needs some space for itself. So, how much space does it take by pushing the water level up? See, the water level rose up to 180 milliliter and initially it was 150 milliliter. So, the stone takes 180 minus 150, which is equal to 30 milliliter. So we can say the space occupied by the stone is equal to 30 milliliter. This space taken up by the stone is called its volume. So children, what is volume? The space occupied by any object, be it a packet of juice, a ball, a lunch box, a cube or anything. The space occupied by any object is called its volume. What did you understand, children? Capacity is the measure of an object's ability to hold a substance, while volume is the amount of space taken up by an object. Understand? Children, I hope you understood the concept well. Now is the time to test yourself. Read these questions and answer. If you find any difficulty, watch the video again.